Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I get to show you some rookie cards. That's what I'm going to show you today. But I'm doing a VR. And for those of you that don't know, the VR stands for video response. And when people ask you to do a VR, they're usually celebrating something, maybe an anniversary or maybe a milestone in subscribers, like they hit the 500 subscriber mark. And usually they do a video response, and they give away a prize in it. And I'm not doing this for a prize, but I am doing it so I can support my friend John 3D80's kid. Now, he's asked us to do a video response, and what he wanted us to do is look back at our very first video that we did, and then talk about how maybe you've grown as far as doing videos, but also how you've grown and how YouTube, being on YouTube has changed your life, your collecting, and that kind of stuff. And so here goes my response to John. I remember before I did my video, I was a lurker on here, and I watched a lot of videos, and it was fun. I was excited to every time a new video came up of, Ray from Philly or Mike Baseball Collector or Eric, those back pages, or you just name it. I was excited to sit down and watch, and if I'd go 2 or 3 days without watching the video, I would binge watch them on the weekends. And my friend Baseball Collector was the one that pushed me over the top to do a video. See, I'd been communicating with Mike, Baseball Collector, for almost a year, and he invited me to go to the National and come to a meet and greet, which was incredible. And when I got back from the National, after talking to Mike, I called up Mike and said, "Listen, I'm going to do a video," and he was excited. And I took some advice from him. He said, if you do a video, and I've heard him say this on his videos, but he said, do it for the reasons to maybe inspire, educate, or entertain. And, I didn't know about inspiring somebody. Maybe there's another older guy. When I say older, an old-time baseball collector might want to, do videos or something like that. But I thought maybe with my knowledge of vintage cards, maybe I could educate every once in a while with the younger kids or younger collectors. But really, I just kind of wanted to entertain and maybe show some cards. So I remember doing my first video. Mike talked me into it, and he said, "When you're done, call me." He said, "I'll be the first one to subscribe, and I'll watch your video, and I'll give you an honest critique." And so I did my video, and I was nervous about doing it. And heck, I've talked in front of a lot of people before, and I have, I'm not too nervous. I'll stutter and stammer, but that's not me being nervous. That's just me being who I am. And so I did the video, and I called up Mike, and with he called me, or he watched it, called me back with a critique. And the first words that came out of his mouth and stuff was, "Turn your camera around, stupid." And so he was, we were close enough, even at that time, that he could call me a name by giving me a critique. But he said, "Just be who you are." And he said, "Do videos like that, and you'll have fun with it, and people will have fun with you." And as I look back at that video, I thought, I'm glad. And I feel like by answering this for John, I feel like my calmness about doing a video is easy, has settled down now. I'm not, after that first video, I'm fine. So that part has grown. I've turned my camera around, and I just like to show cards. But how it's changed my life is I get to share my cards with a group of people that probably want to see them. If they don't want to see what cards I'm sharing, they can just shut it off. If they don't want to hear what I'm saying, they can just shut it off. But I tell you, my friend circle has grown, and the different kind of friends that I have has grown, and it's just funny. It's just a big old neighborhood of like-minded people that want to talk about sports and baseball cards. And by meeting these new friends, you know, I've traveled with some now, and it's not just the YouTubers; it's people that watch YouTube. I've gotten close with some guys that I travel to shows with that have nothing to do. I mean, they watch YouTube, but they became my friends because they saw me on YouTube, and then we got to know each other. So we travel together. I have YouTubers that I talk to weekly, and they're not YouTubers anymore. They're friends that I talk to weekly. Heck, I'm in a fantasy football group with a group of friends that became my friends because of YouTube. And so John's celebrating 2 years of being on YouTube, and he's did this video response, and I wanted to do it for him because he probably supports more YouTubers and gives more shout outs to new YouTubers than anybody that I know on here. And one of his challenges on this was to shout out a YouTuber that he might not be subscribed to. And I want to shout out one, and he doesn't do a ton of videos, but he'll do one about every month or so. And he's one of the first YouTubers I ever saw personally, because he came to a card show, and he knew my name because I was a coach at one time. And he said, "Hey, I saw your YouTube channel. I saw your video." He said, "I do YouTube." And his name, and it's my contestant, John, that I don't think you're subscribed to, and it's called NW Stang, and that stands for Northwest Mustang, but it's NW Stang, and he shows videos of cards and doesn't show his face very much, but he like I say, he does videos about every other month, and he's a fellow coach, and now he's a fellow administrator, school administrator. So with that being said, I want to show a few cards because I always get to show cards. And the cards I'm going to show, I dedicate these to John. Now, I've given a couple of these to John because I was on a show with him, and we were describing we were ranking baseball cards by appearance. We'd had this game and it was great, and he made fun of me for choosing this as one of my favorite cards. But so the Tony Gwynn bottom he doesn't like. Another cards I want to show are rookie cards, because he actually did a video saying he doesn't like to collect rookie cards. But I just got these back, and I have these, but this is Rich Gossage. Another Rich Gossage. Beautiful card. Ted Simmons rookie. And John hates these rookie cards for some reason. Another Ted Simmons rookie card. And a Ferguson Jenkins rookie card. I don't send very many cards off to PSA anymore, but I do send rookie cards off just in case they grade better than the rookie cards that I have. And if you look behind me, those are all rookie cards. Now, excuse me here. Excuse me. Those are all rookie cards, and I wanted to show these cards because John's a rookie card hater. Not really. So, John, congratulations on 2 years, and I know you're going to be around doing more and more for a long time to come. Thanks for what you do for the hobby. And listen, guys, this is only a hobby. Collect what you like.